There is a way to approach any kind of interview. There is a way you need to prepare for any kind of interview, and that is what we will be dealing with in this session. Very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this session. I am Satyam Khandilwal, your mentor for this weekly mentorship series, and I'm so excited again to see you all here. Hi Mansi, good afternoon. Hi Roy, hi Anshuman. How are you guys doing? I hope you liked the music. You can say yes in the chat box. Was the music was the kind of music that was played good enough to induce some enthusiasm in you? Yes? No? Okay. Just give me a second. Perfect. Okay, guys. So, in lines with the mentorship session that we have been conducting every week on Sundays, this session is also something that is really useful for you all. So, without wasting much time and without repeating the rules that I have been repeating in every session, whether it is about attending these sessions with a lot of focus, or about taking notes, right? Or about keeping your questions for the end, let's follow the rules and let's start with this session right away. Now, the guys who are attending, can I just have an idea on whether you have an idea of what the session is all about? Can you share in the chat box what do you think this session is about? Can you share in the chat box? What this session is about? Yes. This session is about cracking an interview the right way. Of course, we'll be emphasizing more on job interviews, internship interviews, but even if it is college admission interviews, there is a way to approach any kind of interview. There is a way you need to prepare for any kind of interview, and that is what we will be dealing with in this session. Right? Now, before we start with this session, can I again know, just with a one-liner statement in the chat box, what is your background? What is the background of the attendees who are attending this session? Are you a graduate? Are you pursuing graduation? Are you a postgraduate looking for a job? So that we can, ensure that this session is useful to all. So I know that Mansi is saying she's from first year in undergraduation. What about Roy? What about Samyak? Anshuman? What about you all? First year, second year, graduate, postgraduate. Can you tell me in the chat box? What is your background? Okay, let me start with today's session. Okay, commerce student studying in class 11th is good, because you also need to understand, Roy, that after class 12th, you might be required to face interviews for college admissions. Now, when you approach interviews, when you prepare for interviews, you need to follow a blueprint, right? I think we have gone through these things. Now, whatever we take, whatever we discuss in this session, the scope would be to cover the interviews that are taken for college admissions, the interviews that are taken for internships that you would give if you are a graduate or a postgraduate, the interviews that happen in campus placements or even in lateral jobs, like, off-campus jobs. Before we start learning about anything else, it's very important to first understand that an interviewer takes your interview with an objective. There are certain things. If I am taking your interview, whether it is for a college admission, whether it is for a job or for an internship, I have certain objectives in mind. And if you can actually understand those objectives, if you can actually decode my mindset, the interviewer's mindset, then you don't even need to prepare for the interview. And I'm telling you 3 secrets to decode the interviewer's mindset. Interviewer's mindset को decode करने की कुछ secrets हैं, right? The first secret, please understand this. Interview is a selection test. It is not a rejection test. अगर आपको इंटरव्यू के लिए बुलाया जा रहा है, चाहे वो कॉलेज एडमिशन के लिए हो, चाहे जॉब के लिए हो, चाहे इंटर्नशिप के लिए हो, rest assured that they have liked your profile and they are looking for reasons to select you and not reject you. What does it mean? It means that if you do not screw your interview, अगर आप अपने इंटरव्यू में कुछ बहुत ही खराब नहीं करते हैं, if you just maintain that impression with which they have called you for the interview, then you are sorted. आपको कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी करने के चक्कर में गलती करने की जरूरत नहीं है, because it is a selection test. They have already liked your profile. You just need to follow the basics, right? So that is the first secret you need to understand before okay, so I think this can be avoided. The first secret is you are in an interview for selection and not rejection. So basics आप follow कीजिए. अगर आपने basics पकड़ के चले हैं, अगर आप basics पकड़ के चल रहे हो, तो कोई भी आपको उसमें reject नहीं करेगा. कुछ extraordinary करने के चक्कर में कुछ गड़बड़ कर देना is not recommended. The second secret is interviewers are humans who are looking for interesting conversations. Interviewers are also humans, right? All of us like to hang out with, like to be around interesting people. तो जितना ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग आप अपनी स्टोरी को बनाओगे, जितना ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग आप अपनी प्रोफाइल को प्रेजेंट करोगे, उतना ज्यादा चांस है दैट इंटरव्यूअर्स वुड सिलेक्ट यू. इंटरेस्टिंग से मेरा मतलब क्या है? झूठ नहीं बोलना है. जो चीजें नहीं हुई है वो नहीं बोलना है. यू हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट. बट द मोर इंटरेस्टिंग द वे यू प्रेजेंट इज, द हायर आर द चांसेस ऑफ यू गेटिंग सिलेक्टेड. जो भी आपकी क्वालिफिकेशंस है, जो भी आपका रिज्यूमे है, जो भी आपकी स्टोरी है, बैकग्राउंड है, उसको थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग वे में प्रेजेंट करना है. एंड वी विल कवर दैट व्हेन वी विल कवर द रेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द सेशन. नाउ दिस इज बाय फार द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू बी अंडरस्टैंड. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट पर्सनैलिटी मोर देन नॉलेज इज चेक्ड इन एन इंटरव्यू. Because if you are appearing for an interview, you would have already completed your schooling, some part of your college, definitely maybe entire college or post graduation, and therefore knowledge is something that is given. कि knowledge तो आप में है, नहीं भी है तो knowledge is not something that is too much too sought after these days, because Google is just like one click away and every bit of information is there. And that is why what is more important to be evaluated in the interview is your personality. And you need to understand that personality is something that does not come with memorization, does not come with just reading and memorizing stuff. It comes with practice. It comes with habits, right? So your personality is what would be checked. Now, how do you prepare for interviews? What is the approach of preparing for interviews? That is what I'll be taking you through. प्रिपरेशन का फ्रेमवर्क क्या है? सपोज आपका इंटरव्यू है, सपोज आपका 12th के बाद कॉलेज के लिए इंटरव्यू है, सपोज आपका किसी इंटर्नशिप के लिए इंटरव्यू है, तो आप प्रिपेयर कैसे करो? देयर आर 2 अप्रोचेस टू प्रिपरेशन. देयर आर 2 सेगमेंट्स which are required to be adhered to when it comes to interview preparation. One is knowledge based preparation, one is presentation based preparation. Knowledge based preparation is everything that you are supposed to know. Everything that you're supposed to know, whether it is subjects, whether it is general awareness, and I'll take you through कि क्या क्या चीजें जो आपको जानना जरूरी है as information. And presentation based something which includes two things. One, how you look, how you come out in terms of your personality, grooming, dress up. And second, how you apply your mind when you're asked questions. So knowledge based, आप जो आपने मेहनत स्कूल कॉलेज में की है उससे आएगा, और प्रेजेंटेशन बेस्ड जो आपने मेहनत अपने माइंड के लिए की है, जो आपने मेहनत अपने ऊपर की है ग्रूमिंग के लिए, उससे निकल के आएगा. लेट्स फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड नॉलेज बेस्ड प्रिपरेशंस. व्हाट आर नॉलेज बेस्ड प्रिपरेशंस? क्या क्या चीजें आपको जाननी जरूरी है. जो चीजें मैंने लिखी, अगर वो जानते हो आप समझते हो, तो देन यू आर सॉर्टेड. नॉलेज बेस्ड प्रिपरेशन को कैसे सॉर्ट आउट करें? नंबर 1, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. यू नीड टू बी अवेयर अबाउट योरसेल्फ. आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, आपकी वीकनेसेस क्या है, आपके इंटरेस्ट एरियाज क्या है. यहाँ पे मैटर ये नहीं करता कि आपकी स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा है और वीकनेसेस कम है. नहीं, जो भी आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स है, आपकी वीकनेसेस है, आपको पता रहना चाहिए, वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट. आपके जो इंटरेस्ट एरियाज है वो आपको पता रहने चाहिए, ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट. सो यू गो थ्रू योर रेज्यूमे एंड यू रिविजिट व्हाट यू हैव रिटन. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि रेज्यूमे में आपने कुछ लिखा है और आपको उसके बारे में कुछ पता ही नहीं. So self-awareness comes out when what you say, what you do, and what you think are all in alignment. If the interviewer feels कि भाई आपने जो लिखा है आप सोचते भी वैसे हैं और आप वही बता भी पा रहे हैं, then you are right on the spot. It is okay to not know something. अगर कुछ नहीं आता तो ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, लेकिन आपने लिखा है कि मुझे आता है और आपको नहीं आता, then दिक्कत है. Right? This is awareness. Now the second thing that you need to understand is background of the company, role or college. College के इंटरव्यूज है तो कॉलेज की हिस्ट्री क्या है, कॉलेज का बैकग्राउंड क्या है, किस टाइप के एलुमनाई कॉलेज से पास आउट हुए हैं. कंपनी का इंटर्नशिप है या इंटरव्यू है जॉब के लिए, तो कंपनी की बैकग्राउंड क्या है, कंपनी की हिस्ट्री क्या है, उसकी फाइनेंशियल स्टैंडिंग क्या है, लीडरशिप पे कौन से लोग बैठे हैं, कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स कंपनीज निकालती है, या कोई भी लेटेस्ट न्यूज जो उस कंपनी के बारे में बाहर आई. That is what you need to know, knowledge based. What you can do here is you can speak to company employees, you can understand more about the culture of the company, you can network with them on LinkedIn. This is how you adhere to knowledge based preparations. What is presentation based preparations? सबसे पहले appearance. Appearance में personality, grooming, body language. Grooming is how you dress up, how you groom your hairs. It should just look professional. बहुत ज्यादा अभी पहले 10-15 साल पहले क्लीन शेव होना चाहिए, बाल छोटे होने चाहिए, ये सब चलता था. अभी उतना लोड नहीं है. जस्ट यू शुड कम आउट एज अ फॉर्मल प्रोफेशनल पर्सन विथ वेल ग्रूम्ड लुक्स, राइट? Even if you want to put up a beard, put up a beard, but it has to be well groomed. Hairs need to be well groomed. The dressing has to look in the way कि भाई जितनी सिंसियरिटी आपकी है वो आपके ड्रेसेस में, ड्रेसिंग सेंस में दिखनी चाहिए. That you are taking this as a important thing. Body language, maintain an eye contact, because you have to come out as a positive person. It is said that a person who can look into your eye while speaking is a truthful and honest person, and they are looking for honest person. Right? Your posture should be straight, confident, not too up, not too leaning towards the front because it shows that you are nervous, not too much leaning towards the back because it shows that you are careless. It should be straight, a confident, well-set posture. Right? Non-verbal expressions, while I'm speaking, you can see my hands moving. It's happening because I am thinking and speaking. I'm not memorizing and speaking. Who memorizes and speaks? The students of class 1 and 2 or KG 1 and 2, when they are asked to, recite the table of 2, multiplication table of 3. Have you seen how they speak? They'll fold their hands at the back and they'll just go on like 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 3, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, like this. Now what happens here is they've memorized it. So they are not thinking and speaking. They are just reproducing what they memorized. Now when you think and speak, your hands would move, your face would move. When you think, your eyes will roll, which are all good. Because it should come out in a way that you're thinking and speaking, you're trying to make this person ahead of you understand. How to come up as a person with a good personality, with a great personality? 2 keywords here, 2 real keywords. Confidence and curiosity. Simple rule, just remember this. Whatever you know, please be confident about it. Whatever you don't know, please be curious about it. If whatever you know, if you are overconfident, that is a bad thing. If whatever you don't know, you are insecure about it, it's a bad thing. So don't be overconfident, be confident. Don't be insecure, be curious. This too I have not read. Can you explain a little more? Can you take me through this? Can you guide me? I think I've missed this. Just show some curiosity. Even if you don't know something, you are willing to learn, eager to learn. That is curiosity. And your personality will come out well if you are maintaining these two attitudes, confidence and curious. This was presentation based. Now, how to understand कि mind application कैसे होता है? 2-3 things. You can answer each question in a way, because I told you interviewers are also looking for interesting people. You can answer each question in a way that you drive the interview. If you're asked to introduce yourself, instead of just saying my name is Satyam Khandelwal, I belong from a place called Bhilai in Chhattisgarh, I've done my MBA, I'm looking for a job. No. What is interesting in that? Everybody is doing that. I am Satyam Khandelwal, I am from a place called Bhilai, I passed my class 12th in 2007. I enrolled for my BBA program at Symbiosis Pune in 2007 for 2007-10 batch. In 2010, I had two options. One was to go for a job because I was placed. The second option was to go for MBA because I had scored 98 percentile in CAT. For some personal reasons, I chose MBA and not job. And then I enrolled for MBA at IMT Ghaziabad 2010-12 batch. 2012, I had multiple options of placements. And I ended up choosing XYZ company for ABC role. Now, what happens when I say this is they will ask, why didn't you go for placement? Why MBA? Why didn't you choose finance? Why marketing? So I know that I know these answers. I'm pretty confident that, if these questions are asked, I will be able to answer them. And that is why I'm taking them through my story and the choices I made, and I'm leaving blanks in between so that they can ask those questions. Even if they don't ask that, fine, that's fine. But your story should be interesting, because once you take them through your story, they will ask questions related to your story, related to the strengths you have. Some people say, I like reading, I like traveling. Okay. You can say it like, I like reading sci-fi novels. I like traveling to adventurous places for treks, for adventure sports. So here is something interesting. They'll ask questions on what adventure sports have you done till now? What kind of novels have you read? Have you read this, that? Once you be a little specific, tell them about your choices that you have made in the past. I think you can write the interview your own way. If there is a black and white question directly and you don't know the answer, you must learn to say no. Learning to say no is also an art. You don't need to say that, no, I don't know the answer to this question. You can actually say, can you rephrase the question? Can you please redictate the questions because I think I have missed it? And then you get more time to think about it. You can also say, I think I do not know the answer to this question, but I can definitely find out and get back to you with an answer. Maybe via mail or a WhatsApp message. That is also an option. You can also ask some time to think about it. Can you give me like a minute to think about it? I think I know the answer, but I'm not able to remember. These things show that even if you don't know something, you are willing to put your mind there. Right? Result orientation, by far the most important part of preparing for interview. Result orientation is not a tactic, it's a mindset. Whenever you think about whatever you have done, whether it is completing school, whether it is completing a course in college or a diploma or a certificate or an internship, if you think about that particular stint in outcome based format, outcome मतलब ये सोचने के बदले कि मैंने ना यार 3 महीने इंटर्नशिप की थी बजाज ऑटो में, जिसमें ना मैं 3 महीने तक ऑफिस गया था और बहुत मजा आया, और 3 महीना मैंने इंटर्नशिप की थी बजाज ऑटो में जिसमें मुझे प्रोजेक्ट मिला था ऑन द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज इन ऑटोमोबाइल सेक्टर, और मुझे ये पता लगा कि XYZ टेक्नोलॉजी जो आ रही है वो ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री को इस वे में अफेक्ट करेगी, ABC वे में. When I say this, I am being result oriented. If I did my BBA, I'm just telling a fact. When I completed my BBA, I had already learned about concepts of marketing management, human resources, leadership, and I did participate in organizing a lot of events there. I understood the concepts of ground level marketing. This is result orientation. What did I learn out of BBA? What did I learn out of MBA? किसी भी कोर्स इंटर्नशिप से हम लर्न क्या करते हैं, किसी भी एकेडमिक प्रोजेक्ट का आउटकम क्या है, इनसाइट्स क्या है, दैट इज व्हाट इज रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेशन. Every time in an interview, when you speak about a project, a course or diploma or anything, speak in terms of results. What you got out of it. Just don't say that I did that. I got a chance to do an internship in ABC company where I could manage the social media and I could ensure a growth of 10% in their Facebook followers or Instagram followers by doing these things, by going for live sessions, by ensuring that reels are posted. अगर मैं ये बोलूंगा तो ये आउटकम ड्रिवन है, रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड. एवरीथिंग दैट यू डू, आई एम श्योर यू आर टेकिंग नोट्स, प्लीज एंश्योर दैट यू आर डूइंग इट इन अ रिजल्ट ओरिएंटेड वे. आई थिंक दीज आर सम कॉमन क्वेश्चंस दैट आर टू बी टेकन केयर इन इंटरव्यूज. इसके बाहर कुछ होता नहीं है. या तो सेल्फ बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस होंगे, इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ, योर स्ट्रेंथ एरियाज, योर इंटरेस्ट एरियाज, योर इंप्रूवमेंट एरियाज. Right? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Why MBA? All this is you. So don't look for these answers on Google. You can look on Google on how to frame these answers, but it has to come from inside. That has to be honest answers. तभी आप confidently बता पाओगे. Role based, जिस कॉलेज के लिए आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो, क्यों अप्लाई कर रहे हो, जिस इंटर्नशिप, जिस प्रोजेक्ट के लिए आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो, उसके बारे में कैसे पता करोगे? JD से पता करो. जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन, इंटर्नशिप डिस्क्रिप्शन, उसको अच्छे से रीड करो ताकि जब आंसर करो तो अपनी स्किल्स को ऐसे प्रेजेंट कर पाओ कि ये लगे दैट योर स्किल्स आर सूटेड फॉर दिस प्रोफाइल. नॉलेज बेस्ड, कांट डू मच, व्हाटएवर हार्ड वर्क यू हैव डन इन स्कूल एंड कॉलेज विल कम हैंडी. सिचुएशन बेस्ड, व्हाट इफ वी सेंड यू टू अ प्लेस वेयर देयर इज लेस फूड एंड मोर वर्क, or there is less time and more work? How would you manage it? A lot of times in situation based questions, they are looking to put you in stress, and most of the candidates come in stress and they fudge the interview, like they spoil the interview. The only thing that they are checking in situation based question is whether you can think under pressure, whether your mind works under pressure. So whatever they ask, just follow a logical flow, right? Okay, so if I have 10 tasks and I have time for just completing 4, what would I do? I'll prioritize. I'll check the top 4 and I'll try to complete them first. If time remains, I'll go to other. As simple as that. Prioritization. Sometimes they may ask you to tell, I was asked once that, okay, how many cabs are running in Delhi just this time of the day? Initially I was a little blank, but then I collected myself back and then I said that, okay, let's say the population of Delhi is 3 crores and let's say 20% of them are traveling for work every day, so 60 lakh people. Out of those 60 lakh, let's say 50% have their own vehicles, so 30 lakhs. Now to cater to those 30 lakh people who are going out for work, how many cabs are required? 30 lakhs divided by 4, so maybe 12 and a half lakhs. Now, or sorry, 8.5 lakhs. Now this is the numbers nobody knows, but is there a logical flow to the answer? Yes, that is what they are looking for in situation based questions, right? I hope you get this point. Video interviews, the only thing that I can tell you is prepare as well as you would prepare for a physical interview. Just be groomed, be in formals, everything the same. As you check your cab and your way to reach the physical interview place, check your network connections, because video interview में network connections बहुत important है. Be with a plain background, like a disciplined background, and try and attend through your laptop and system and not mobile phones. This is what I had to discuss with you guys in terms of cracking interview the right way. You tell me, was this a bulb on moment? Was this session a bulb on moment? Please type bulb on in the chat box If you think this was a bulb on session, if something lightened up here, please type bulb on in the chat box. Can you type bulb on? Perfect, guys. Okay, questions. Anybody has any question from today's session? Mansi, Afzal, Varshita, any questions? Any questions here? Okay, so if you do not have a question, I have something for you. There is an amazing course that we have got for you in the form of interview preparation blueprint. I am sharing the course link in the chat box, and I am also sharing the screen with the same course link. This is the link that you have in the chat box, academy.buddy4study. And we have multiple courses in that. An entire course on interview preparation blueprint, right? With 4 lessons, like 4 good lessons. And you will get it at 99 rupees with an yearly validity. Advantage ये होगा कि अभी तो ये session है live, session ends, our connection ends. But these videos will be with you for the lifetime. आपके पास लाइफ टाइम के लिए जब आपको रिफर करना है ये वीडियोस रहेंगे. You can actually use this course for interview preparation whenever you want to prepare for interviews. I have a question here on, is distance education valid for jobs? It is, Mohammed, it is valid not for freshers. Only when you are already in the industry, 2, 3, 4 years down, after that you do distance education, it will help you grow. As a fresher, if you want to start with a job, then distance education does not help you. I hope I was clear with that. That's it, guys, then. I will see you soon next Sunday with a new topic, pretty interesting topic, and we'll try and cover one more theme which is important for your career growth. Okay, thank you so much. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring.